Let us have understanding of the question, friends. Again, I am reading the question from beginning. A bank enters into, so the transaction is provided from a bank point of view. A forward purchase telegraphic transfer, an export bill for Swiss franc. So the transaction was entered upon for purchase of the Swiss franc. It is export bill. So as far as the customer is concerned, the customer must have entered into the transaction for export. It is going to receive the Swiss franc. So it has entered into a forward contract for conversion of the Swiss franc into rupees. So the bank has entered into the transaction for purchase of Swiss franc and sale of rupees at the rate of 45.40. So this transaction is entered upon at the rate of 45.40. So customer will receive 45.40 from the bank, and the bank will pay 45.40 to buy a Swiss franc. Due on 25th of April. This transaction was entered upon on 25th of April and covered itself. So the bank has covered itself for the same delivery in the local interbank market at the rate of 45.40. So what bank is going to do, friends? Bank is going to enter into a transaction with the customer in which the bank will sell rupees and purchase Swiss franc. Bank will sell 45.40 rupees to buy a Swiss franc, and the same Swiss franc will be sold in the interbank at the rate of 45.42. Like that information is given. However, on 25th of March, exporters sought for the cancellation of the contract. So, there was some date. Which date is not specified to us in the question. The transaction was entered upon by the customer for sale of Swiss franc and purchase of rupees. This was the transaction which was entered upon, and for which the rate decided was 45.40 rupees per Swiss franc. Now wants to cancel the transaction. On which date it wants to cancel the transaction? On 25th of March, it wants to cancel this transaction. Means again 1 month forward contract will be entered upon for cancellation. It will be sell of rupees and purchase of Swiss franc. Like that we understand. In Singapore market, the Swiss franc were quoted against the dollar as under. Spot exchange rate is provided to us. The spot exchange rate is 1.5076 slash 1.5120. It is Swiss franc per dollar. That is the spot exchange rate. 1 month forward exchange rate is given to us. So of course we are not concerned with this because we have to enter into the 1 month forward transaction. It will be 1.5150 slash 1.5160. It is Swiss franc per dollar. Okay. 2 months forward and 3 months forward information are not important. And the interbank, highlight the portion, interbank market for the United States dollar were as under. So we have been provided with the spot exchange rate. Spot exchange rate is 69.4302 slash 69.4455. Now 1 month forward points will be added. That is for the month of April. 4100 and 4200. Why do we add it? Because we understand that it is low high. So 69.4302 plus 0.41. So 69.8402. Slash 69.4455 plus 0.42. So 69.8655. This is what we understand is the exchange rate for rupees per dollar. Okay. Now, importantly, friends, you have been provided with the information that says this is the interbank market rate. So, what happens at say we are required to consider the effect of the margin only on this exchange rate, and the transaction in which we will enter upon is sell of rupees and purchase of dollar, and sell of dollar, purchase of Swiss franc. This is the transaction which we will enter upon. Sell a rupees, so higher amount of the rupees is required to be sold. So 69.8655 plus margin. Why? Because the sell rupees means the payment. So that is the rate. That is 69.8655 plus 0.10 percentage. 69.9354. Of course, we are going to write it properly, but that is the rate at which we are going to buy the dollar, and sell of dollar and purchase of Swiss franc. You'll get lower amount of the Swiss franc, because over there the interbank market rate information is not given. We'll compute the cross currency, and that cross currency rate will be compared with this. Suppose the cross currency rate comes to 45. I'm taking some simple values for explanation. So basically, we are going to purchase Swiss franc at the rate of 45, and the same Swiss franc will be sold at 45.4. So there is a profit of 40 paise that we will be able to make per Swiss franc. So that 40 paise into the amount, product of both of them is the overall profit or loss that say you will have. This is the way we are required to make the calculation of answer. So the written answer of the question, answer for the question in that first one, write down. Information is given that a forward contract entered upon for 25th of April, comma, is supposed to be cancelled on 25th of March. In bracket write down, when initial contract was entered upon, is not given. Second point, export bill, comma, it means customer had entered in forward contract for conversion of Swiss franc into rupees. With paragraph write down, at the same time, it has been given that bank enters in forward purchase Swiss franc. Full stop. So customer must have sold Swiss franc. In order to cancel original forward contract, comma, reverse of original forward contract will be entered upon. Full stop. For that, sell rupees, purchase dollar, and sell dollar, purchase Swiss franc. Importantly, rupees and dollar exchange rate is provided for interbank. Full stop. So we have to consider margin effect. Full stop. Fourth point, initially bank entered into a forward contract to buy Swiss franc from customer at the rate 45.40 and to sell it in interbank at the rate 45.42 rupees per Swiss franc. However, however, this information is not useful to calculate answer. Full stop. This information is only for understanding. Full stop. So this note is only for understanding purpose and it is over, and we are now starting with the answer. Working note number 1, calculation of 1 month forward exchange rate for rupees per dollar. Spot exchange rate is 69.4302 slash 69.4455 plus, why? Because it is low high, 0.4100 slash 4200. So 69.8402. 4455 plus 0.42. So 8655. It is rupees per dollar. This is 1 month. Forward. Working note number 2. Calculation of exchange rate applicable for rupees per Swiss franc. So sell of rupees, purchase of dollar, and sell of dollar, purchase of Swiss franc. The exchange rate will be, the higher one will be applicable. So 69.8655 plus 0.10 percentage. This is sell rupees, purchase dollar, and sell dollar, purchase Swiss franc. So it is 1.5150 slash 1.5160 Swiss franc per dollar. So sell dollar, purchase Swiss franc. Again, you'll get the lower amount. So these are the exchange rates applicable. We want to know rupees per Swiss franc. So rupees is the final answer. Answer is required per Swiss franc. Against Swiss franc, dollar is given, and against dollar, rupee is given. I want rupees per dollar. The same is given too in the example, so I have to take it the same. So 69.8655 plus 0.10 percentage. Friends, over here we have to understand sale rupees means the payment. So you have to pay more. Okay. So if at all I am purchasing the share of Reliance company which has a market quotation of 1000 and the brokerage is 2%, then 1000 plus 2% is the amount which I have to pay into, I want dollar per Swiss franc, but Swiss franc per dollar is given. So 1 divided by 1.15, sorry, 5150 into 1. This is the way we will calculate the relevant exchange rate. So 69.9354 into 1 divided by 1.5150 into 1. So 69.9354 upon 1.5150, that comes to 46.1920 rupees per Swiss franc. That is the rate at which we will purchase Swiss franc. Next, calculation of overall profit or loss. So we understand that say original transaction was sales is Swiss franc and purchase rupees. Purchase rupees means the receipt. And the reverse is sell of rupees and purchase of Swiss franc. Sell of rupees means payment. Okay. So the original transaction was entered upon for sale Swiss franc and purchase rupees. In that the rate applicable is 45.400 and over here it is 46.1920. This Swiss franc is going to remain same, 45.4 minus 46.192. So there is a loss of 0.792. This is the amount of the loss per Swiss franc multiplying with the transaction entered upon for 1 lakh. So into 1 lakh that comes to 79,200. This is the amount of the loss that say we will have. Sorry, there is a mistake on my end. This is 46.1620. So this is 46.1620. So 0.7620. So 76,200. Please take down answer. So summary of the entire answer. First of all, 1 month forward exchange rate for rupees per dollar. Then calculation of the exchange rate applicable for the forward transaction. For rupees per Swiss franc, the answer is calculated. Importantly, over here the margin will be added. Why? Because we are going to sell rupees and accordingly this is the exchange rate which is applicable. Calculation of the overall profit or loss, in that say there is a loss.